It's slow morning in the grow tent today. Having issue again with mines. As always, there's always an issue. Got to deal with that today. So last night I was on Show Your Grow on the Garden Cultivation Network, which was super fun. Got to check out other people's gardens, which was awesome. I love seeing what other people have growing on. So if you guys ever want to contribute or send pictures or whatever of your garden, please do, because I love it. What is up? Good morning, Waffles. Happy Saturday. Where did my spray bottle go? What's up, everybody? Good morning, Pro Pyro. Good morning, Corey. Happy Saturday, you guys. I have some house projects and stuff to work on throughout the day, so I decided to hop on early so I could still honor my commitment of doing a live every day. So yeah, woke up this morning, did some cleaning. I have my coffee right here, so I mean, I don't know what time it is where everybody is who's watching, but cheers, coffee. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna spray my seedlings here. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm a little tired just because honestly there's so much stuff happening in this tent that just consumes my mind. So I definitely have plants on the brain 24/7, which makes it a little bit challenging. Oh, it's 8:49 p.m. Cool. So good evening. Maybe no coffee for you because then you'll be up all night. But yeah, guys, came into the grow tent this morning, just checked on things. 3:20. Oh, you're an hour away from 40. I don't know if 420 is a thing in the Netherlands, Pro Pyro. Do you know about 420? I'm sure you do if you grow cannabis. So yeah, yesterday, Show Your Grow on the Garden Cultivation Network was fun. I mean, you guys know I can talk all day long about my garden, and I can show my garden and never get tired of talking about it. So I went on my garden, and yeah, it was really fun to kind of tap into a different part of the community, people that haven't seen my garden before. So you know, got a lot of questions and stuff. But yeah, it was, all in all, it was fun. I love what they do on the Garden Cultivation Network. Always feature different cultivators or, you know, different gardens, and I love that. I think it's so nice. So some fun. Got to hang out with Ganix and Danknugs, Dr. Danknugs, and yeah, it was just a good time. And they had a few other people hop on and show their grow, and it's just always time getting to connect with other growers, especially because for me specifically, most people in my life don't really care about garden or plants, or they don't really understand what I've got going on. So it's exciting to be able to have this community where everybody feels the same way, everybody loves to talk about it, and we all don't get sick of it, which is really, really nice, because talk about this stuff all day long, you guys. I'm just gonna get the fans up in here because it's to get hot in here. So yesterday we worked on, I'm gonna have some coffee first. Yesterday worked on removing the clay pebbles, the last of the clay pebbles. Well, other than, you know what? We actually have 2 Ogo pots that still have clay pebbles, only because the foam collars don't fit in those net pots. So that's a teacup. Actually, it's a cappuccino cup. It's quite large, but I love the bright yellow. It matches my grow tower. So yeah, the goal over the last couple of weeks, my intention was to get rid of the Hydro Clay. And so yesterday, pulled the trigger, sat here after the live for another hour and a half, hand-picking or clay pebbles out of the net pot in the second bucket system. And so now, I think they're in better shape. We're gonna take a look when I take you guys for the tent tour. I'll show you how they're doing. I haven't peeked yet. I'm curious. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, one of the plants already looks a lot happier. So, yeah, I'm going to take you guys around and show you. Also, one thing that I've recently learned is, so whenever I'm harvesting my lettuce and stuff, and herbs, it used to wilt right after I harvested it. And now that I've been implementing more CalMag and not being afraid to use it, I accidentally picked this off yesterday and it's still intact. Like, it's still not limp or anything, which is pretty good for parsley. I think it's because of the calcium. It's helping the overall structure of the plant. So yeah, let's go take you guys on a tent tour. I'll show you what's new. I did a little bit of cleanup yesterday. So here are the seedlings, or the seeds that we started a couple of weeks ago. No, not a couple of weeks ago, this last week. So we've got some that have sprouted, and we're gonna get them transferred into the tower once they're ready. I wonder if this one's ready to go yet. So I put it in the paper towel to have some more roots established because I accidentally broke them while trying to transfer. And now we have more roots. So I might try to transfer that this morning. So yeah, we just kind of tucked it in, cracked the humidity dome, and hopefully they'll be okay. I kind of tried to clean up the orange tower a little bit yesterday. Still got a lot of lettuce to harvest, gonna be eating that. So I don't think the tower takedown is gonna happen tomorrow. It is gonna happen over the course of this week, because we will have new stuff to go in there. So that's what we're going to be working on this coming week, is taking down the orange, we're harvesting everything, cleaning it, putting it back together, and transplanting some new stuff in it, which is going to be exciting. Still managing a few leaks here. Just some coffee. So the yellow tower is doing exceptionally well. I have so much parsley that I enjoy it for days now. It's really cool to be able to have fresh herbs every single day in my meal. So yeah, this tower is thin. I started implementing high clean now into my regular routine. So this is something I've had for a while. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's supposed to be something that you add in before your nutrients, and it's supposed to help keep your lines clean and free of debris and just remove any kind of salt buildup from the nutrients. And so I started using it in my bucket systems and my towers. Green tower, poppin' as usual. Oh, so Pyro says that they do have 420 in Netherlands. Cool. Yeah, I don't know, you know, I talk about these things like it's universal, but maybe it's not. So yeah, here is the lettuce tower. It's doing super well, and now that I'm really upping the CalMag, I've got some nice crunchy lettuce starting to form with more of like a firmer structure, which is what I've been looking for. It's been challenging to try to get it to be as crunchy as it is at the store. And then moving on, glasses on here. All right, so These flowers here are doing so well. I think I'm going to be able to harvest them. I don't know if this one's ready. Do a little wiggle test. This one's ready right here, but we're going to wait till she stacks a little more. So the petals are supposed to stack so that it actually looks like this, almost like a little ball. And so that is what we're going to wait for. My outdoor garden, you guys, I had a huge harvest, and yeah, the flowers are beautiful, but definitely indoors much more flawless, not getting chewed up, don't have to deal with like pests and earwigs and all that stuff. Got a lot of new blooms ever since I increased the lights, and just some new flowers, very exciting. I've got the dahlia flowers, no bloom in sight yet. But they're massive. As far as these plants go, they're already starting to develop quite nicely. You guys, this is my most exciting update today. So I think we need to up the nutrients because we got something going on here. I gotta feed them today. But yeah, so check this out, you guys. Wow, she's getting so red and so pretty. She's almost going to be ripe for the picking. My first aeroponic strawberry. Here are the other ones. They're still quite small. And, you know, keep in mind that this was the first one. I was only able to pollinate it with itself. With strawberries, multiple flower interactions is going to get you a better shaped and better developed fruit. We got tons of little strawberries happening here, which is really, really exciting. And got a lot of flowers. A lot of flowers happening. And we're going to do some hand pollinating. Watermelons getting bigger every day. I definitely have to figure out a support for this. I can't stall any longer. There is quite a bit of pressure on the trellis, and so we're gonna have to get that fixed up and resolved. So those are the watermelons. The strawberry has totally taken over the watermelon section. It's just yeah, it's a massive plant. I can't believe how large it is. Like if I stand back, it takes up 2 bucket top surface sizes. Chinese 5-color pepper plant is finally starting to just pop with tons of color. It's gorgeous. This is exciting for me because you guys have gotten to follow along and see. So you got that, you know, that beautiful deep purple color. And then as you move along down the line, you've got, what's up, Mia? Happy Saturday. Little early live stream today to kick off the day. So yeah, beautiful colors, and I just turned the plant, and it's like any free space it can find is where it's gonna grow. Now it's growing out this way, so I keep just turning it so that I don't knock it when I walk by, but it's got quite the large canopy, if you will. Look at that. Beautiful. She's huge. So this one goes out really wide, and then the one behind it is like a freaking tree. It's massive, you guys. Massive. And I've got some orange peppers down there. So some of these are ready to be harvested. And yeah, the red ones are ready to be harvested. So I don't know if I'll give them a try on camera, but we'll see, you guys. We'll see. Sounds wonderful, Mia. Enjoy your day. Thank you for popping in. So here is our jalapenos. We've got some beautiful jalapenos growing, extremely spicy. We were just talking about this on the Garden Cultivation Network, that jalapenos from the store aren't spicy anymore. And that's actually done by design, you guys, to appeal to the average consumer. Want them to be spicy because then they don't sell. A lot of people don't have a good spice tolerance, and so therefore jalapenos don't sell. So all these things are kind of modified to appeal to the consumer. And thank you so much, Grow Shack Kev. So I think we connected last night on the Garden Cultivation Network, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for tuning in, checking out my garden, and thanks for being here. Happy Saturday, you guys. Here's the bell peppers ripening beautifully. I think this one's ready for, oh no, not yet. Almost ready for harvest. These guys, look how pretty they look. I'm loving the colors. They look so wonderful, so beautiful in size and everything. And the yellow one is officially ripe picking, which is extremely exciting. So I will be harvesting that. And we got these little guys here. Ancho Poblano peppers soon, you guys. I'm gonna have to whip out the measuring tape and see if they're 5 inches yet, which I doubt. I measured them a couple days ago, and this one here at the back looks like the longest one. But again, you want to wait till they get 5 to 6 inches before harvesting, and that's my biggest one right there. I think it's probably like 4 inches, but I want to get it when it's still green. So I don't want it to be ripening yet, but I want it to be a certain size. Audi says, are we cleaning the dirty tower today too? So no, I actually upped my nutrients and now I still have lettuce growing. So what's up, Ray? So you probably showed up to watch the tower getting cleaned. I'm gonna aim for either Tuesday or Wednesday, just because I still have stuff growing in it that I'm still gonna eat it until it stops growing for me. So, but thanks for being here and thanks for checking in. I am going to be cleaning the dirty tower on camera. I will do everything on camera, on a live, and I will show you guys everything so you can see an unedited version of everything. Because all the shorts I post, those are polished. And the lives is very like, whatever happens, happens, you guys. So you're gonna see it all. You're gonna see the algae growth, you're gonna see everything. But thank you guys for being here. Happy Saturday. So yeah, I've got Ancho Poblano peppers. We got some new babies growing. I've also got some new baby bell peppers somewhere around here. Where are they? Oh, we've got a few of them growing here. The tomatoes are doing quite well. Now they're ripening like super fast, and it's really filled out, you guys. Like I just pruned. Also, for those of you that just joined, I got rid of all my hydro clay. I had clay pebbles in all of these 4-inch ports, and I actually handpicked them all out yesterday on the live, and we got foam collars in, and now with the exception of a couple pebbles that I missed, hopefully this is going to improve our root health, give it some more oxygen. I did try trimming some roots yesterday after I got off the live, which I will be continuing at a later point in time. But as you can see, with no hydroclay, they're going to get more oxygen, more airflow. It's going to be better overall. So what's everybody up to on this Saturday? What are you guys for fun? What's everyone up to this weekend? Talk to me. Yeah, so we got some nice roots here, and this one has started off in the foam collar, and the roots have just gone wild. And then I put the cucumber plant in the foam collar as well, so we'll see how it does. These guys got off to a really rough start. I don't know if it's because of the clay pebbles, but definitely lack proper oxygen. And so, so yeah. And then second bucket system, got quite a bit going here. Look at these cucumber plants. So marks, honestly, guys, I don't know if it's 3 or 4 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks since I planted these into the second bucket system, and they've totally taken over, completely taken over. So we're gonna have to get these guys kind of reorganized along the trellis here. And then I've got first cucumber was successfully pollinated. It's growing every single day. which is really, really exciting. They're not even on the proper nutrients yet, which is crazy. The fact that they're flowering is wild to me. I'm gonna have to figure out my dew point because, okay, so these tomatillos, I don't know, they're being crazy overwatered, and I gotta be super, super careful. I don't know what's happening to them, so yeah, this is the only plant that I seem to have a problem with. This looks like edema, and I've already significantly reduced the watering, so I don't know what's happening. I'm going to give it a bit more time and just keep an eye on it. But the roots are insane, guys. Thank you so much, Audi. Appreciate you. The tent is a 10 by 20, 200 square feet. So yeah, I've got, check out these roots. They're wild. These roots down there, that's 3 weeks of growth. I can't get over it. It's insane. I don't know why I said over it that way, but look at that, guys. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. How crazy is that's a great idea, Moafis, but you know what? I hate ChatGPT. I really hate ChatGPT. As much as people love it because it's so helpful, I hate it because it stops you from thinking. I'd rather, and that's me saying it, who's not much of a researcher, I'd rather do the research. ChatGPT, I mean, everything serves a purpose and has a place and a purpose, but I can tell when people write their captions with ChatGPT, or when they use ChatGPT for something, and now I'm just angry at ChatGPT. It's like giving lazy people a handout to be even lazier. I'm just kidding. No slight to people who use it to their advantage. You got to work smart, not hard too. So I understand that concept. But for me personally, I'm like, I could go without it. So yeah, the roots are crazy. We've got our 2 tomato cones that are doing okay in the 4-inch foam collars. And honeydew, cantaloupe, doing okay. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this one out here. I don't know what's happening. So if I look on the underside of the leaves, that scarring is overwatering. It is overwatering because I can feel it. When I touch the surface of the leaf, my fingers are like wet. So figure this out because it could be dangerous to the rest of my tent. Cucumbers are extremely susceptible to powdery mildew, so I've got to be very careful. I'm fortunate right now, like everything's dry. It's not like I've got moisture on the leaves, but I've got very, very careful. I have to clearly state everything to make it work, and I tell it by myself something won't work or it's wrong. Yeah, exactly. It's all about the prompt, right? When you use, if you have the proper prompt, then you get the right answer. So here, our eggplant are coming along nicely. That's the first one that we had transplanted. It was initially in a 3-inch net pot just to get started, and then we moved it to the 4-inch because these plants get huge, you guys. The leaves get like, you're gonna see it's gonna take over this entire section. That's why I'm gonna leave these empty. Got another one here, another one there. This one didn't make it. That one's there. So I'm gonna actually take this one out, pop that one in. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants, and this whole front section is going to probably be filled with, I'm not sure yet, we'll see. You know, maybe I'll just do like a few lettuces, or maybe I'll do a couple more strawberry plants in here. Because they get so big, I might just throw some in there just to get them producing faster. But yeah, so those are the buckets, you guys. Everything is looking so beautiful. For those of you that weren't here yesterday, I ended up connecting with Pulse, and I asked them, am I doing this right? Is the monitor in the right spot? Initially I had it right here hanging down. What's up, G for T? Happy Saturday, you guys. Hope everyone's got their coffee. So yeah, I reached out to Pulse and I asked them, hey, is this okay? Because on their website it says you don't want to monitor directly under the lights, and so I moved it to the center of my grow, and now everything is so much better. And so they actually told me that I can lower the monitor a little bit more, and so I did, and now my readings are pretty good. I don't think I have a screenshot to show you guys, but my numbers or my levels were really good yesterday, exactly where I want them to be. So apparently, according to my research, what's up, main dad? Thank you for being here. Happy Saturday, G4T. Death Squad, what is up? Glad you made it back safe. Had a great work trip. Thank you guys so much for being here. And Sky Overhead, good morning. I did not catch Saturn this morning. You know, every day I go for a walk like 5:30 in the morning, and today I was so exhausted I didn't go, but maybe I would have caught it had I risen with the sun like I usually do. So yeah, guys, I lowered monitor and now my environment is great. I'm getting a humidifier as well, and so once I've got that set up, I think we're going to be in business. I think everything is really going to start coming along. It's already significant changes in the last week in my garden, and so I'm pretty excited, you guys, and it's cool that you guys get to come along with me for the journey. Specifically the strawberries. I can't believe I've got my first ripening strawberry. I'm going to be relying on G4T to tell me about their honeydew and when they're going to harvest it, because I need to learn when's the best time to harvest my melon. I've got a watermelon growing, and I've got 4 honeydew plants, and so hopefully they'll be fine. But yeah, so that tomatillo issue, I'm going to have to figure that out, and we'll see. I'm going to try to throw on the green screen here. Was it here? I don't know if this was last night. So this is where I was at. I was at 55% humidity, 74 was the temp, which is pretty good, and 1.29 BPD, which is a little high. It should be just like 1.20 should be the highest, according to my research, between 0.9 and 1.29. And so I don't know about the CO2. So I thought that this was where it should be at. Outdoors is 400 ppm, but I think that in a grow tent it should be more. According to online, it says like 1200 ppm for CO2 in a grow tent. I'm like, whoa, sounds like I'll freaking pass out. And then we have the dew point, which is 57, so you want to keep it apparently below 60, and so that's what I'm trying to achieve. Same with the humidity, keep it below 60. Yeah, pressure, I don't know about pressure, I guess it should always be around 100, right? And then again, I did another PPFD or a spectral reading, and our PPFD now is at almost 500. So I've definitely made a lot of changes this week. I also decreased the watering a little bit. Somebody in the chat yesterday suggested that I decrease my watering to 10 minutes every hour. So I don't know, I haven't tried that, but this is where we're at right now. A little bit better, so I'd like to get the humidity down a little bit more. And yeah, that's my goal, to get the humidity down, and then hopefully it'll help with the dew point. So yeah, again, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm kind of just throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks. But yeah, so I'm glad that they told me when I reached out to Pulse that I can just lower a, thank you so much, Pro Pyro. Appreciate you. Yeah, smash that like button, everybody. So one of my huge sunflowers fell and snapped. No! Tape it! Can you tape it? Did that with my tomato plants, as you guys saw, and they got back on track. So if you can tape it, try to tape it. Hopefully it'll bounce back for you. If not, stick it in some water and maybe it'll survive. I'm sorry, that sucks. And sunflowers are top heavy too. I've never grown any, but I should grow some in this tent. I know they're beautiful. It's just, I don't know, I've never taken an interest in sunflowers, but I hear that sunflowers taste awesome. Actually, sunflowers are part of the same family as these flowers, and romaine lettuce and artichokes. So crazy, because now that I look at these new blooms on these flowers, I'm like, hey, that kind of does look like an artichoke. So yeah, they all part of the same family. It's called the Astraceae family. And you got romaine, artichokes, zinnias, sunflowers, daisies, black-eyed Susans. They're all part of the same family, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, in terms of environment, we're gonna get the dehumidifier, see how that helps us. For now, I don't think I need like a heater or an air conditioning unit. Some people are like, oh, get a water chiller, get this, get so. I've grown tomatoes and cucumber upline sunflower plants. That is cool. So do you use the sunflower as like a support or a trellis? Because that's awesome. I should try that. It's easier when you're outdoor because you have proper air circulation and stuff, but yeah, so a lot of changes happening. I feel like I'm entering a new phase of this journey. We're also going to be implementing a new process for seed starting. I've reached out to a couple of different companies just to see if they have. So somebody in the chat got this started. Somebody asked me if I can use mycorrhiza in my aeroponic system, and the answer is your roots need to be, or the plant needs to be in a substrate in order for the symbiosis to be established. And so a few brands said that they do have like a water soluble powder. It's not 100% water soluble, but enough so that you can saturate your substrate with it and start your seeds. So I'm gonna have to find out if polyurethane is an acceptable substrate. Their suggestions are cocoa or rock wool, or they had a couple of other suggestions, but I'm gonna see if polyurethane works. If it does, I'm going to start using that to start my seeds. It is just going to help set us up for success, for a better root zone and a better future for the plant. And so that is my next thing I'm going to be implementing. Also, I've got to get some more oscillating fans in here, so I've got a couple of them. I've been playing around with the placement, kind of hoping that that's actually going to help with like any kind of moisture on the leaves and stuff. Got one, so I used to have them like down here at the plant level, and I see a lot of growers have them kind of up high above their lights, just so that it can kind of create air circulation like up top. And so that's kind of what I'm experimenting with now. So this one might be a little bit further away than it should be. I might kind of move it up there somewhere, maybe point it down this way. So if you guys have any suggestions for some airflow, because I have that, my intake fans are right here. So we got good airflow happening in this section of the grow tent, but I'm really like, let's make this environment the best it can be, you know? G4T says, I think someone broke it. Someone also actually sprayed shit on the side of my house. What? Are you serious? Wow, I'm so sorry. Everybody send G4T some sunshine, some positive vibes, and maybe some sunflower seeds. Oh my gosh, that really sucks. Man, you gotta get like a little camera or something and catch those MFers. It's so hard not to swear sometimes, you guys. I've got such a potty mouth. So yeah, today's gonna be a hot one. It's gonna be a beautiful day. But did they actually, like when you said sprayed shit, like did they actually spray literally shit? Or like spray paint, or one, and just so happens it was offline. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, people are effed up. That's why I'm like, you come here. You need a break from the effed up world. Come here. Talk about cool stuff, good vibes, and if you're having a bad day, I will send you sunshine. I don't know what this makes me feel like I'm sending it over. But yeah, that's the challenge, is having this grow tent or grow room, so to speak, is beautiful. I'm very fortunate to have such a large space, but it is a challenge to manage the environment. And there's just so much stuff growing, and the more plants I get in here, the more the environment changes. And okay, so judging by that response, I'm assuming they actually like took a dump at your house. Oh, that's insane. I'm really sorry, G4T. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that either. It's one of those things where you kind of don't want to see it, but kind of do. You know what? You gave me a good laugh. I'm not laughing at your misery. I'm laughing at how messed up people are. You gotta laugh about this shit. No pun intended. Oh man, that's funny. Well, it's not funny. I'm sorry. All right. Anyways, back to plants. So yeah, guys, I have I don't know why that's so funny. Was it a human? I don't even know if I hope it was a human or not. That's funny. Yeah, you know, sometimes I got like squirrels or chipmunks or birds that I'm like, is that a human that did that? But it's these animals and they do some crazy shit. Oh wow, that's crazy, G4T. Well, at least it was not your honeydew or whatever. I think you said you have watermelons as well, because you said they're ready to harvest. So, oh no, that is so bad. Oh, everybody send G4T some positive vibes. He's gonna need it today. So yeah, guys, it's gonna be a beautiful weekend here in Canada. It's a long weekend. I don't know about the States, but I hope everyone's gonna have a wonderful day today. I'm gonna manifest it for you guys, especially you, G4T. You need it. I need to tie up my daughter's sunflowers. 2 of them are about 30 feet tall already. Wow, so that makes me second guess growing in the grow tent, just because it is possible that they might get too tall, but I have seen people do it and grow, so oh my goodness, crazy. So yeah, trying to get myself motivated. Got some stuff to do today, some outdoor work. I did a big harvest in the outdoor garden. I can actually finish off the live in the outdoor garden and show you guys, but to be much to show, just because there's hang on, let me see if I've got a picture here. Actually, no, never mind. But yeah, I'm gonna do actually, let me see if I have the ability to show you guys. Nope. All right, never mind. I had a screenshot of my flowers and I thought it was readily available, but it's not. But yeah, I had a huge harvest a couple days ago, and the nice thing about those flowers is they keep coming back, and so it's been really nice to share with people. You know, people are like, oh my god, these are beautiful, you grew these, and for me, I have them every day, so I'm used to it. But it's so nice to be able to, you know, knock on my neighbor's door and be like, here you go, enjoy. So I love sharing. I don't know if, like, when I was growing up, and this is so stupid, but this is what it makes me think of. So I have my full garden of flowers, and after I harvested everything and I shared with the people that I wanted to share with, I had nothing left except for a couple of flowers, and I felt a little sad because I was like, oh no, I worked so hard and now they're all gone. But then the smile that I saw on my neighbors' faces, you know, I had a neighbor, for example, that's been going through a really tough time in life, and she just got some really good news, and so I gave her the flowers, and it's just perfect timing, and she was so happy. Her face lit up and she got emotional, and it was such a nice moment that I would give all my flowers away and never get to enjoy them if it means being able to give somebody else that feeling. And so there was a book growing up that was my favorite book. It's a children's book, but to this day, still my favorite book. I think about it all the time, and I apply it all the time. It's called the rainbow fish. I'm gonna have to find myself another copy of that, because well, first of all, growing up, my favorite color was purple, and there was like some holographic, sparkly stuff in the book. So that's why it was my favorite book growing up. But really, the story is about this fish that has all these beautiful scales, and you know, when it goes to school or whatever, among the other fish, they're all admiring this fish, but the fish won't share its scales, and so therefore the fish has no friends. It's a beautiful fish, it's got these beautiful scales, but no friends. And so as soon as the fish starts to learn, hey, you can share with everyone, and you can only keep one for yourself, but you're gonna see, even though you may not have all these beautiful scales, you've got all these beautiful friends now, or people that you've given a certain feeling to. And so that, you know, years later, when I'm practicing that in my life, I realize, oh my gosh, this is like just like the book. I am the freaking rainbow fish. So just a beautiful story, and just a beautiful way to live your life. It's like there will always be more for you, and your time will always come back around. So give to others while you can, because sometimes other people are in a position in their lives they can't give to themselves, or they can't, you know, help themselves out of a tough time. And so if you can be that person to share whatever you've got, and put that feeling in their mind, it's just wonderful. What's up, free thinker? And thank you so much, guys. Thanks, Death Squad. And Main Dad, that is a great book. So kudos to your daughter. I'm sure she's got a good head on her shoulders, and I'm sure she's got sunflowers too. Thank you guys for being here. But yeah, so that's the moral of the story. If you guys have an abundance of something, share. There's more than enough to go around, whether it's sharing someone's content from the community. You know, I know a lot of people are like, well, you know, I don't want to share because it takes away from my stuff, or I don't want to promote somebody else's, but there's more than enough to go around for everybody. You know, I've got more than enough flowers, more than enough food, and there's just so many people that probably need it more than I do. And so that's the way I'm trying to live. But the strawberry, I'm gonna be eating that. I'm not giving anybody my first strawberry, because that's where I draw the line. Same with the watermelon. So I'm only nice when I feel like it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you guys haven't heard of that book, it is a children's book. Sometimes children's books are the best ones. They're the purest, the lesson is clear, and it leaves you with a real good feeling, and they have really nice pictures inside. So if you guys have kids, I encourage you to go pick up that book. It's a great way to introduce the idea of sharing and giving, and being very thoughtful and not greedy in life, which is one of the most important these days. People are so greedy, and so it's important to remember that. I hear you about the strawberries. I'd be the same way. Yeah, you know, it's really hard for me to share. I grew up, I'm an only child. I never properly share. To this day, it's very difficult for me, but I do it because I'm actually a huge people pleaser, and I love to make people smile. I love to make people happy. I love to bring positivity, and so that is probably the only reason why I share. If it were for that, I'd be like, it's all mine. But yeah, like, you know, and now I have this thing where I'm like, well, I'm not going to share with a person because they don't know how to appreciate it. But you can't be like that. It's just about the journey. If you're willing to share, you got to be willing to give it up to anybody. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at right now, is doing my best to give back to the community, share with the people I care about, share my passion, and hopefully it transcends to you guys, and you guys feel like you want to do the same thing. So on that note, thank you guys for hanging with me. Thank you for those of you that are sipping on some coffee and chilling with me. Cheers. And for those of you where it's pro-pyro, it's probably almost 4:20, so you enjoy that. And everyone, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you guys for oh, it's still the morning. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but we're going to figure something out. maybe just a little cleanup, pruning. We'll see. We'll see. But I'll keep you posted. I'll see you tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. You're not going to want to miss it because we always got nuggets of wisdom in the grow tent, you guys. Pro Pyro, G for T, Sky Overhead, Dottie, Mia, Death Squad, Free Thinker, Main Dad, Wafiz. I'm missing probably so many people, but you guys are awesome. Happy Saturday, sending you all sunshine, and yes, G for T, you enjoy. I'll be partaking myself soon. Glad I was able to catch you. Have a great day, everybody. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Have a wonderful day, and go check out The Rainbow Fish. It's a great freaking book, even if you're an adult. Have a good one, guys. Happy Saturday. Bye.